Beneath the calm surface of rural farmland, an unexpected struggle is taking shape. Each night, fields that seem peaceful by day transform into feeding grounds for one of the most adaptable and elusive animals on Earth, the wild hog. Their growing presence is reshaping ecosystems, challenging farmers, and testing the limits of modern wildlife management. What's happening in these peanut fields isn't just a local problem. It's part of a much larger story about balance, resilience, and coexistence between humans and nature. Across the quiet countryside, where rows of greens stretch endlessly under the sun, a silent battle is unfolding. Beneath the calm surface of rural life, something wild and persistent is moving through the fields at night, rooting, tearing, and feeding. For peanut farmers, this isn't a distant wildlife issue. It's an everyday threat that creeps in when the sun sets and leaves behind acres of devastation by morning. What's happening in these farmlands is more than just crop loss. It's a story of survival between farmers and one of the most adaptable animals on the planet, the wild hog. Before we go deeper into this hidden conflict, make sure to hit that like button. Share this video with friends who love learning about real-world farming challenges. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming documentaries that reveal the untold side of agriculture. Hogs, sometimes called feral pigs, have become one of the fastest-growing invasive species across large parts of the world. Their population surge over the past few decades has caught even wildlife experts off guard. Originally introduced for hunting and domestic farming centuries ago, many escaped or were released into the wild, where they adapted to nearly every landscape imaginable: forests, grasslands, and now commercial farmland. Their survival instincts are unmatched. They can eat almost anything, travel in groups, and reproduce at a rate that few species can rival. A single sow can give birth twice a year, producing litters of 4 to 6 piglets each time. With limited predators and plenty of food available, this reproductive cycle causes populations to explode rapidly. What begins as a small family group can turn into a herd of dozens in just a couple of years. And when those herds move through farmland, the results can be catastrophic. In a peanut field, it starts with small signs: patches of turned soil, broken stems, and missing seedlings. Within days, entire sections can be uprooted. Wild hogs use their snouts to dig deep for food, tearing through irrigation lines, destroying soil structure, and eating the crops themselves. The damage isn't just limited to what they consume. The ground they disturb becomes uneven and compacted, making it harder for farmers to replant or harvest later. What's left behind isn't just lost income, it's weeks of labor, undone in a single night. Farmers have described walking through their fields at dawn, finding trails of destruction that look as though a storm had passed through. In many ways, that comparison isn't far off. These animals move like an unstoppable force, clever, coordinated, and relentless. Their sense of smell is so sharp, they can detect buried crops several feet underground. They are mostly nocturnal, preferring to feed under the cover of darkness, but they quickly learn to adapt if conditions change. In areas with heavy human activity, they shift to daytime feeding in secluded areas, proving just how adaptable they really are. Managing this growing invasion has become one of the toughest, Challenges in modern agriculture. Fencing offers some protection, but it's rarely enough. Standard farm fences can be dug under or pushed through with surprising strength. Electric fencing, motion-triggered lights, and noise deterrents have been tried, and sometimes they work, but only temporarily. The hogs learn, they adapt, and they return. Farmers and wildlife agencies have had to rely on a combination of strategies: trapping, tracking, and controlled population management to keep the damage under control. Wildlife experts stress the importance of ethical and sustainable management. Large-scale trapping programs help reduce herd sizes without causing unnecessary suffering. In some regions, thermal cameras and drones are being used to monitor hog movement across night fields, allowing farmers to anticipate where they might strike next. This kind of technology-driven approach has given new hope to farmers who once felt powerless against the rising tide of these animals. But even with innovation, the struggle is ongoing. Each time one area gets relief, another region begins to report new incursions. It's a cycle that reflects the balance between human progress and nature's resilience. Wild hogs, for all their destructiveness, are also a testament to survival, intelligent, social, and adaptable in ways that few other species can match. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the hidden world of farming and wildlife, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep bringing you eye-opening stories from the front lines of agriculture that most people never get to see. In the heart of a peanut-growing region, farmers have developed unique strategies to coexist with these animals without resorting to unnecessary harm. Some have created buffer zones, wide strips of uncultivated land that act as natural barriers. Others work closely with wildlife officers to humanely capture and relocate small herds before they multiply. Cooperation between farmers, conservationists, and local authorities has become essential in managing the crisis sustainably. What makes this situation particularly challenging is that wild hogs don't just damage crops. They disrupt entire ecosystems. When they root through soil, they uproot native plants, spread invasive weeds, and disturb ground-nesting birds. They can even affect water quality by stirring up sediment in streams and ponds near farmlands. This ripple effect reaches far beyond a single field. It alters the delicate balance of local biodiversity. Economically, the consequences are staggering. In some regions, annual agricultural losses from wild hogs are estimated to reach millions. That includes not just peanuts, but corn, soybeans, and root vegetables. And for small family farms, even a single night of destruction can wipe out months of expected income. Many farmers have had to replant entire fields or invest in costly deterrent systems just to protect what they have left. Yet, amid all this chaos, there's also resilience. Farmers continue to adapt, learn, and share knowledge across communities. Workshops and awareness programs teach landowners how to identify signs of hog activity, manage traps, and use safe, humane control methods. The goal isn't total eradication, which experts agree is nearly impossible, but balance. A way to coexist that minimizes conflict and protects both agriculture and wildlife. One peanut farmer described the challenge perfectly. It's not about fighting nature. It's about learning how to live alongside it. That mindset reflects a growing understanding that every species, even the troublesome ones, plays a role in the ecosystem. The key lies in managing that role responsibly. The battle against wild hogs continues, sometimes visible, often unseen, across miles of farmland that feed millions. It's a story not of defeat, but of persistence. Every repaired fence, every captured herd, every acre restored represents another step toward stability. And while the problem may not vanish soon, the spirit of the farming community remains unshaken as this ongoing struggle unfolds. What stands out most is the determination to protect both the land and the legacy of those who work it. Farmers, researchers, and wildlife managers share a common goal: to secure the balance between human need and nature's force. Their collective efforts remind us that agriculture is more than just planting and harvesting. It's a daily partnership with the environment, full of challenges, lessons, and hope. If you found this story insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us uncover more hidden stories from the world of farming, wildlife, and sustainability. Stories that deserve to be heard.